I didn't want to teach yoga. I just like to practice yoga. Someone once asked, when do I know I'm ready to teach? The best answer is when you have students. What happens is one day someone comes and says, what are you doing? You say yoga, and they say, show me, now you're a teacher. But my dreams were just, honestly, I lived my life following my dreams. If I had a dream, I would go for it. I didn't only think about it or dream about it. My brother and I like surfing. We made a surfing yoga movie in the 1970s. We would drive from Texas to Costa Rica, that's thousands of miles, filming, and I fasted, I studied scriptures, I chanted, I traveled the world with very little money. If I had an idea or a dream, I want to go. And so you can manifest dreams, but you're also right. Things don't always work out as you plan. Just because you have a dream and you have the courage to pursue it, it may not come out the way you imagined, but you will grow and you'll have experiences you never could have dreamed of. There's a joke. How do you make God laugh? You tell him your plans. Because we make all these plans and rarely does it come out exactly. Yeah? The beauty of life is not knowing the answers. The beauty of life is the quest, looking for meaning. In that word question, you see the word quest, it makes you want to go and to improve and to strive. Yeah?
So, if time travels back, like if you could tell one thing to David in the early 20s, what would you want to say?
David, enjoy your hair while you have it. It's going to fall out. Yeah, you know what? Young David, I would just say carry on as you're doing. I wouldn't change anything. The difficulties I had and the joys I had and things, it's better not to really know the future. Yeah? I would give the advice, just be yourself, go for it. Yeah? Don't worry what others think. Young David was fun. What's interesting is with aging, when you're little, what seems to be really old, when you get there, doesn't seem as old. When I was a teenager, people in their 20s seemed really old. And then you're 20 and you think 30. Now I'm in my 60s. I go, oh, not so old. It's all relative.
Yoga is originally from India and then goes global rapidly. Like, what's your experience of doing yoga in India in the early days and now?
You know, it wasn't so rapid. It appears to be yoga developed rapidly. But when I started yoga in Texas, no one was doing yoga. My brother and I practiced from books. There were no teachers. We get a yoga book, we go to the park, 1969. We do yoga under a tree. The neighbors called the police because they thought we were worshiping the devil. Yeah? And so it was odd to do yoga. And now you see a lot of yoga happening here in Shanghai and in Hong Kong and Asia. Wow, massive yoga studios. But it wasn't that way. Yeah? I lived in Hong Kong in the 1980s trying to teach yoga. No one wanted to do yoga then. Yeah? So the growth you see now is like a tree that has all this fruit popping, like all these apples on the tree. You go, wow, look how fast these apples appear. But 40 years ago, 50 years ago, these seeds were planted. They've been growing like that, slowly, slowly, slowly. Now what you're seeing is you're getting the fruit from a lot of people who taught for many, many years before that. When I went to India, to Mysore, it was me and 2 other people. It was simple, yeah? You had all day. Pattabhi Joyce adjusted us and everything, had us practice twice a day, got a lot of energy. If you went to Mysore now, there could be 400 people there, yeah? And it's a different energy. I'm not saying it's good or bad, but it's a different thing, right? There's more of this enthusiasm. But it's okay, the world needs yoga. The more people doing yoga, the better. There will be good teachers and bad teachers, and some systems of yoga will be more effective than others, but it's okay. The fact that it's growing quickly, it's very fashionable. There's yoga clothes and yoga mats and yoga fashion. It's all okay. Whatever gets someone to do yoga, I don't mind. Because what will keep them doing yoga is it works. They do the yoga, they start to feel better, they're nicer to the people around them, great. You know? So, but it wasn't so fast, really. It appears to be, but it's growing faster.
Daily life, what do you think like teachers should do, or they should encourage their students to do to make the world better?
All the teacher has to do is to encourage, to inspire, to facilitate practice. You want someone to practice. Practice is the real guru, not a person. The duty of a teacher is to introduce the student to the practice and facilitate that. Through their practice, they start to feel good. So in the daily life, you can't direct someone's life. But what may start happening is people are a little more patient with their children. Maybe they're more patient with their co-worker. But we can all do some little thing. You see some trash on the street, you didn't drop it there, pick it up, put it in a trash can. Recycle that plastic bottle. Become more aware. Turn the light off when you're not in the room. When you brush your teeth, turn off the water. You start doing little things. Sure, you can encourage people to do this, but the greatest duty is to encourage the practice, because through practice, the positive benefits start to grow. And then from there, you figure out on your own how to shine it. It doesn't mean you have to teach yoga. The greatest yogis I know, no one else in their family does yoga. They get up in the early morning, they do their practice by themselves, they take their children to school, they go to work, they have their life. They don't talk about yoga, but it's their tool. It makes life easier.
So we have many people in our life who helped us through our life journey.
Mm-hmm.
Some may never know how thankful we are. Who would you wish to tell how much they impact your life?
My parents. My parents have been my greatest teachers in this life. They taught me about unconditional love. They showed me from their actions how to open your heart and to open your arms. They taught me you don't judge someone by their social status, by the color of their skin, or how much money they have in the bank. You judge someone by the quality of their character. Those are invaluable things. Those are beautiful things. And it's from my parents. And I bow down and I thank them for that.
Thank you so much for sharing
It's
so much stories.
so much my pleasure. Yeah. I'm really happy to be here with you guys, and I hope that sometime I get to see you in person. But right now it's wonderful to see you digitally here, and maybe we'll meet sometime face to face. Thank you for your time and including me in your wonderful project with this interview. So all the best.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.